All right. Good morning, traders. It is Wednesday, May 15th. Just pouring myself some tea here. All right. We are updating our record. So I did not stream over the last couple days. I had those days off from work, so I slept in, traded a little bit, but definitely did not stream. Okay. Let's take a gander at the markets. Take a look at some of the trades we took. So starting off on AUDCAD, this was a trade we took on AUDCAD the last week. Yeah, last week. We decided to get into another position towards the end of the day yesterday. We were just briefly looking at the market, saw the trend of AUDCAD towards these highs, and thought to ourselves, you know what? I could probably get into another sell with AUDCAD breaking and expect at least a nice little scalp back down. And that sure as shit did happen. And now we have CPI news that dropped, like a bunch of American news, including CPI that dropped about 20 minutes ago that sort of skyrocketed, or that dropped the US dollar, and through sentiment dropped the Canadian dollar as well. So let's keep on going. So right now, if you want, you could probably get into another AUDCAD trade. I don't think I'm going to. I'm happy with that one position, scoring that nice little scalp there. But moving right along. Again, if I'm not stopping on it, I'm not looking to trade it. AUDNZD looking like it could be a tradable. Maybe not. Maybe we will avoid the trade on AUDNZD for now. Keep on going here. AUDUSD, probably wouldn't want to trade this guy at this breakdown here, but would get into a sell for the break of the high up here. Looking like it's the first losing day in a while trading the yen pairs. They've been in such a bullish sentiment since the start of May after this quick drive down. A lot of them are slowly cruising up, so it seems to be like the first pullback day. If that's your style of trading, that could be a good opportunity. Not necessarily how I trade. I'm going to stay out. EURCAD was another position we took. So again, pretty similar, took this position last week, ended up scalping the rejection from the top. Again, price came up here after creating this nice break of the lows. And when it came back up, we took another scalp. Unfortunately, we are still actually in this position right now. So this was in after hours, like gap gap spread gap. I don't know what you might call it, like after the market. When the spreads go really wide, doesn't necessarily mean you get much of a position. And price did come down from the CPI news, but apparently that still didn't knock it out either, probably because the spread widened again. So we are unfortunately still in this position. EURCHF, we were looking to get into a buy position if price came back down to this level after creating these highs, and it came back down here and has gone up ever since. So we're probably going to scrap him from our watch list. EUROG, we still have our sell limit up here. We still have our buy limit down here. These are still open positions that we have, not open positions, but open orders that we have. Okay. GCAD, this is our sell limit that we've had since, my goodness, I've had this sell limit probably since April.
Oh no. Hopefully the mic quality is better. Didn't realize I didn't have it on. Hopefully the audio quality is better. I didn't have the mic on. I had it muted, so fingers crossed. Anywho, this is a limit order we've had on GCAD since probably April. It's a sell position. It looks like price is getting closer to triggering it. It could reject before we hit that level. It kind of is what it is. We'll move right along. GBPCHF, this was one of the two positions that we've been in for a very long time. We entered the first position here back in the start of May, second position a day later, third position later that same day. Third position exited right here. First and second positions exited right here. I could potentially look to get into a sell up here. I think NZDCAD is still a ways away from this position though, so no real expectation. I'll be coming up here anytime soon. Same with USDCAD. I could probably look to get into a sell position up here. Get into a nice scalp at the break of these highs. Alright, USDCHF, the one position we've been in for a hot minute that has not changed. When you look at it from here, it definitely looks like we screwed the pooch and got in too early. We had a significant break to the upside. We had price coming back down. What we should have done is waited on this initial position until price had come back down to these supports. And so had we gone, say, position 1 here, position 2 here, we would have gotten out. We would be out of this position back maybe around the Tuesday after the Thursday, Friday of getting into these positions. But we were so eager to get into the position on the significant drop of the news that we really didn't get in. So we got in on this news drop, or well, we got in a little after this news drop, that we were so excited because of the drop in price. But it really wasn't hitting a good turning point, so to speak. You know, trading highs, trading lows, resistances, support levels. It was really just the mid-range. It was not the most intelligent of entries. And because of my position and exit style, for example, taking a second trade at a certain pip difference from the first trade, and then getting out at break even on the first trade and in profit in the second trade, we can see price has never actually gone back up to this level yet. And so we've just kind of been stuck in loop. The only saving grace is that we do have a pretty good swap on this trade, so we are slowly making money even though we are down because of the negative value of the trade. That's the only saving grace. But really, the initial position was a garbage position. And I should have had more patience getting into that position. But anyways, I digress. So right now, let's just take a gander at indices, commodities. Gold's up a little bit. Looks like all of these guys went up. US 30, NASDAQ, and the S&P. Ooh, we might have got into this position here. Let's see. Shockingly not. Huh. Interestingly enough, this is not what I'm trading on Axie. It's weird when you're trading view tickers and your terminal tickers don't align. But I'm trading a slightly different S&P on Axie. So this one was not triggered, it's slightly higher. That's okay. Okay. Alright, so we are still in this trade. We are still in this trade. We are no longer in this trade. AUDCAD was our profitable trade for today. GBPCAD, we are in a sell position that looks like it's going to get triggered soon. Yep, it's very, very close. We're about 5 pips away from getting triggered on GBPCAD. Excellent. Alright. I think I'm going to sign off here then. So, feel free to follow this trade on GBPCAD. Feel free to get into this position on AUDCAD. But, you know your limit, play within it. Trade reasonable sizes. You're not trying to make 10% per trade. I mean, maybe you are, but... And I have been at certain points in my life, and now I do not do that. I instead risk it all to make a 0.5%. Well, risk it all to make 1%. So, you tell me which one's worse. Okay, thanks for tuning into the stream, and I will catch you tomorrow. Have a good one.